What is going on, buddy?
Hello!
It is Pixbuddies here, and welcome back to Last Defense Academy. When we left off, we're going back down the route of despair, if you will.
Oh, wow.
Because it seems like pretty much, aside from the comedy route, every time that you go on a branch on this side of the Ato timeline, that there's always just a killer out on a loose somewhere.
Which is really ironic because he's supposed to be the killer. So we get rid of him and then a whole other very much more active killer decides to show up instead. Yeah, and then in one of the timelines, that killer ended up being him still again somehow. And we haven't really gone on to any answers beyond that in the first place anymore. So maybe we'll get something more on this one. But morning again. Yo, and I got out of bed and stretched my arms a little. What was the killer doing this morning? Are they also waking up around this time? Oh yeah, because this time around we do know that there's an extra body in the school somewhere, an extra living organism. Well, not necessarily in the school, but on school grounds. On school grounds, yeah. Probably wants to keep looking today, but we can't neglect our training either. We only have so much time here. We need to think carefully so we can make the best use of. Yep. That seems about par for the course.
Intruder defense mode.
Intruder defense mode.
Which still kind of works.
Yeah.
Intruder defense.
I place this card face down in defense mode.
Oh my god.
Damn, it's like the enemy could read my mind. I need to focus solely on the fight now. To the war room.
Da, 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 da.
No one's missing, right?
Right.
I think we're all good then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we all look good. In answer to the alarm, everyone had filtered into the war room one after another.
Taking advantage of the confusion caused by the killer to try to catch us off guard. The cowards!
I think it's just a coincidence. Now they're here, we just gotta take him out like always.
Indeed, the search for the killer yesterday was a mere appetizer. Now it's time for the main course. Invaders a la mode.
There's ice cream.
Oh man, I wish.
I assume you're fine with all of us fighting this time as well.
God, I want ice cream now. Fuck! Alright. Yeah, it's better that way.
Oh,
Let's do this, guys. Initiate defensive battle.
Thanks, Kurata!
Yeah, this is all your fault. Bitch, fuck. Alright.
Not gonna lie though, brownie a la mode is like my favorite dessert.
Yeah.
A brownie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream with like
you really do like that.
Chocolate sauce on it.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a favorite dessert, it would be that.
Heck yeah.
It's so simple, but so good.
God, I'm hungry now. Fuck. You're like a milkshake or something. God damn it.
I mean...
Oh, this is different.
Whoa.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, it's just been a while.
It's technically different.
Well, that's how they came in before.
No, I know.
How dare that bitch push me around?
Yep, just like last time.
Who the hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adamantium, the paragon of hatred!
Calm it down a little bit, buddy, alright?
When I say technically different, I mean technically different comparatively to what that cutscene has been for us lately. With just the little guys.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
In the sense that it's a commander. Because we haven't had a commander in a while.
Yeah? Yeah, we were on a timeline there for a bit where it was just little gremlins.
Uh-huh.
And now we're just charging on through. Oh.
Oh.
You?
Okay.
Okay, that feels different than usual.
I'm pretty sure she's done this before. She just shows up and kills him.
But it's just been so long I don't remember.
Bow down!
Okay.
And
what?
offering to my magnificence, I commend you. With this, I am one step closer to becoming a god. God! I will be God!
Okay, what did you say?
She killed her own dude!
This isn't the time to scream and moan. She's absorbing her allies' power to get stronger. If we're not careful, we'll just be food for her.
Damn her! We have to stop her here and now. Here goes!
Well,
Something tells me we're not going to stop.
oh god.
But he goes in the skip mode there, so.
Yep.
I don't know, let's see. It'd be crazy if we killed her on this run. Oh, no.
Paragon of hope.
Oh, wow.
To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I seem to have underestimated you. I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power.
Yeah, this is when she's like, oh, I'm gonna bring a huge army.
I will become God.
This is actually slightly different from how it usually
It is
is.
a little different,
Because
yeah.
we never, because beforehand, she always came in force and destroyed us before the final battle. But this one, she was like, oh, you actually, like, you hurt me. I've got to go and get stronger. But
Listen,
with a fearless
it's
smile on her
hard
face, Vicious took her
to
lead.
remember what's new and what's not.
You know, it's only part 80 right now.
Yeah. It's all starting to like bleed together into a watercolor mess.
Yeah. After the battle was over, we trudged our way back to the war room to discuss how it went. Letting the Supreme Commander walk away unharmed was a bitter pill to swallow, but we'd made it through without any fatalities on our side. The enemy was bound to be even stronger the next time they attacked. We'd have to train hard if we wanted to survive. We could afford to take the rest of this day off, though. We disbanded the meeting, and our 33rd day at Last Defense Academy came to an end.
She showed up on only day 33? That feels early.
Yeah? I swear I do not remember ever going down and just destroying homie.
I could
And
have
then
sworn
arriving.
I've seen
Time
that.
to rise and shine.
Unless
could
I'm
be wrong,
thinking of
but-
her finishing off Dalsha. Because I know we saw that.
Yes, that did happen
That
at
might
one
be
point,
what I'm
but-
thinking of.
Morning already? My body felt heavy and sluggish. I hadn't completely slept off the fatigue from yesterday's battle yet. Maybe just take it easy for today as well. No, wait, this is no time to slack off. The killer's still on the loose. First, to go to the cafeteria and see what Tsubasa can tell me. Today, just like yesterday, the number of life forms registering inside the school was 15. Killer was still here somewhere. The question was, where?
What if the 15th one is the Flame Boy and we are the killer?
Well, I think as...
Even though there was the one that... No, because there was the suit before us. So I don't know.
Yeah, and...
I still think it's possible that Takumi killed Ava without realizing it, purely based off of the conversation with Undying Flames Boy.
Yeah, no.
Because he was like, what? Huh? You don't... Okay.
Yeah, we went into that pretty in-depth at the end of the last part,
Yeah.
and where I added on to that my thought on it, and that it could be possible on there, and what the situation is going on.
Oh!
You know, it's tough to tell for the time being, but
Yeah.
yeah, because Undying Flames Boy, it shouldn't be him, because Takumi mentioned that he doesn't register quite the same, and
Yeah.
we have the information from the other timeline when we last used that.
True.
And it all was in that same way where he was not registered as a person on the
Again,
on the
it's all
list.
bleeding together.
Yep, this happens when we you know, play 1 hour
game with
ish
100
over
endings?
each day, and there's over 100 endings. You know,
I've never received something like
yes, they're important facts we learned like a month and a half ago that'll be well out of our head and just blend together, and it's just gonna get worse as it goes on.
It's like you have a palette of different paints, like little piles of paint on a thing, and each part you add a drop of water, and it slowly gets more and more mixed together as time goes on.
Yep. Well, we didn't find anyone. I shouldn't get discouraged. Keep looking, we'll find them eventually. Tomorrow for sure. But it wasn't as simple as that. Days passed and we still made no progress in our search. Every time we looked at Tsubasa's device and saw that 15 flashing back at us, it felt like the killer was mocking us from the shadows. So many days passed. You say days, but you're just going to the next day like, no. Okay, there we go.
It's the game time.
Listen, sometimes used to the immediate jump through.
It's like, oh, you
things.
want days here.
Yeah, thank you. After several days of fruitless searching, a new development occurred. on the evening of day 38.
What about vegetable-less searching?
Knock it off! Let me go!
Uh-oh.
I feel like... Uh-oh. Yugamu.
Just wanted to make sure she was who she said she was. Let me go! Gaku raged and struggled, but Yugamu held him in an iron grip, not saying a word.
Okay, so Gaku was doing something sus?
And to the side of them.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Both of you, stop it!
Kurata, her face uncovered, was sobbing uncontrollably.
Takumi, quick, you've got to do something.
Whoa, hold on. What's going on here? It all started around 10 minutes ago. Tired and disappointed after searching all day without any results, I'd gone back to my room. Then Tsubasa had burst in and dragged me to the rec room, not really telling me anything until we got there.
We were talking, and Gaku suddenly said he thought Kurata might be the killer. They got into a fight, Yugamu stepped in to stop them, but then...
Mr. Omikage got all intense, and now he's, well, like that. That doesn't tell me much, but I guess I'd better break this fight up. Hey, Yugamu, ease up, okay? Why don't we just talk about this? Yugamu! He's totally in the zone, huh? Nothing any of us say seems to get through to him. Gaku, meanwhile, was wilting under the murderous aura being directed at him. Couldn't let this continue. If I had to get a little rough, so be it. But before I can make my move...
Uh-oh. Maybe he was just looking for an excuse.
Yugamu reached into his robe, brought out a knife, and began pressing it into the flesh of Gaku's throat.
Stop it, Yugamu! Are you crazy?
You're scaring me!
Yugamu? A cold
Buddy?
light shone in Yugamu's eyes. Those were the eyes of a killer. He wasn't playing around. If I didn't do something, he really was going to kill Gaku.
I said stop!
I charged at Yugamu, fully prepared to get injured myself, but then... So that's how it is, huh? Huh? Well. I never thought of this before. Good to know it works.
What?
Yugamu seemed to finally come to his senses all at once. After muttering some weird stuff to himself, he put the knife away.
Hey, what the hell, man? I just thought I was done for.
Sorry, got a little overexcited. You know how it is. Just what did you think you were doing,
what was
Yugamu?
he doing?
No, Takumi, when did you get here? You saw me at kind of an embarrassing moment, huh? But thanks to Gaku here, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Thanks for playing along, man.
What?
You should apologize to Kurata, though. Just saying. With that, Yugamu casually strolled out of the room, a satisfied smile on his face. What in the world was all that about?
Son, what are you...
It's all your fault, Gaku. None of this would have happened if you hadn't had the audacity to accuse me of being the killer.
At some point, Kurata had put her weird tomato mask on and was now rounding on Gaku.
I didn't accuse nobody. I just put the possibility out there.
It's the same thing. You ought to be executed 1,000 times over for even suspecting a noble like me. Burn in the fires of hell, you gutter snipe.
Well, can somebody please explain how all this started?
Okay, so let's say I was on the run. Or I don't know. You know, everyone's really tired and stressed out from looking for the killer. Some of us decided to come here and play some darts and unwind a little. Then all of a sudden, Gaku started asking Kurata to take off her mask.
He seemed to think the killer had stolen Miss Osuzuki's mask and was now impersonating her. Well, naturally she refused. Things got heated, there was a scuffle, and the mask came off.
The irony behind that.
Yeah, so that's why she didn't have it on when I got here.
Of course, once it was off, everyone can see it was the real Kurata underneath. But then she started to cry.
That's when Yugamu stepped in and told Gaku he'd gone too far. Then Gaku got flustered and started accusing Yugamu instead.
And so you sent Tsubasa to come get me? That's right. Miss Osuzuki's true face shocked us, of course, but mostly we were afraid of Mr. Omikage.
Sorry we had to get you involved, but I didn't think we could handle him on our own.
No need to apologize. From the sound of it, it really was all Gaku's fault.
What the fuck? Oh, maybe we got a little carried away. We've been looking around for days and still haven't found the killer. Who wouldn't start to wonder what was under that mask?
Well, you can't just start accusing people.
Try to think how Kurata felt hearing you accuse her like that. Now that you know you were wrong, you should really apologize.
I know. So, good I was out of line. I'm sorry.
Next time you show that much disrespect to me, I'll make you walk across an electrified steel girder.
I bet Mr. Marco would fall off just a few steps from the end, snatching death from the jaws of victory, as it were.
Dude, don't jinx it. We don't even know if it'll have to do it yet.
I can totally see that happening, though. Going back to Yugamu. That was a pretty extreme reaction, don't you think?
It was like someone flipped a switch and made him go into assassin mode. You weren't getting through to him at all.
Switch. Yeah, there must have been something that set him off. He said he was feeling better now. What was wrong with him in the first place? Yugamu's been acting really strange lately. Could that have something to do with this incident?
This is the first timeline that he's showed signs of being restless killing-wise.
Yeah, things had calmed down in the rec room, but it still felt a little awkward as we went our separate ways for the night. Between the war and the invaders and the search for the mystery killer, we were all starting to feel the strain. We needed to solve at least one of those problems before he fell apart completely.
Like, even in the killing game, he was never one of the culprits, even. Like,
No?
he just... I don't know what's going on with him. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
Oh boy, I can't wait to have that proven wrong somehow, but today we've got to get serious about finding the killer. After what happened last night, I was feeling antsy. I needed to find some new information and dispel some of that tension. I got washed, dressed, and stepped out the door. Once again, we searched all day but failed to find anything new. Starting to think we were going about this all wrong.
Remember, you have a son like that too, that you have said the same thing.
I know. Singing here to Fred over our lack of progress. The day wore out into the night. And besides, I grounded him many times for being a bad boy. We're at a total impasse. I was so tired I was having trouble thinking straight. At this rate, what little remained of the day would just pass me by.
Oh.
Walking around in a daze, I spied Haruko coming toward me from the other direction. Haruko!
Oh. You look terrible. Did Moko hit you with a pile driver or something?
I don't think I could survive that. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out.
Oh. What stuff?
Maybe I'll ask Haruko for some advice. She's not avoiding me as much these days. She might be able to come up with a better plan than me. Can I ask your opinion on something? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think your input would be really useful.
Oh. I don't mind. What is it you want to ask?
The last few days we've been searching high and low for the killer, and still haven't found any new clues. I was thinking we should approach the problem some other way, but I have no idea what the other way might be.
What about going outside the wall?
Oh, but Tsubasa's device only measures life signs inside it.
You said you wanted clues. It stands to reason you can learn things outside the school too, doesn't it?
After Riko's words, it felt like the fog over my brain was starting to clear. I'd been so fixated on the total life sign count, I never even thought about going off school grounds. You're right, that was a real blind spot. Thanks, Riko. I knew asking you for help was a good idea.
I'll go with you if you want. It's safer to travel in a group anyway.
That's a good point. We'll get some more people on board too. We'll meet up and set out tomorrow morning. After arranging things with Riko, I found the others and figured out who else would be coming. This time things would be different. This time we'd get somewhere. With new hope welling up inside me, I waited for the next day to arrive. Oh wow!
It feels wrong if you don't do it now.
Couldn't do it in the middle of a sentence.
No. Well, you've done it before.
I was gonna say that hasn't stopped me before.
That has not stopped you before.
I headed to the parking lot and found the other
Yugamu.
members of the expedition team waiting
Boo.
for me. He needs to cool down a little bit.
Yes, when he's going on a field trip. Get some fresh air.
Morning, everyone. You guys ready to head out? Ready when you are. I'll handle the driving too.
What if we get back and he's killed somebody by accident? Well, actually, no, because there's a revive-o-matic.
And by accident?
Yeah. So it's, I know it is. I was clearing my throat. So it's the 7 of us today? I hope we find something.
Kinda wish the killer would just show up again already.
Why?
Except that I don't really want them around. It's complicated. I want this to be done with is what I'm saying.
I gotta be outside in the sun like some kind of health-conscious beach bunny? Just kill me now. Turn that frown around, Darumi. You can get through anything if you keep your spirits up. Athletic and supportive? This much positivity has got to be bad for me.
To sum up, we're all fine. Let's get going.
You're speaking for everyone now? Well, I guess we shouldn't waste time. So
I
once
speak
you're past
for
the
the
flames,
trees.
we just look around for anything that might be a clue, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Then let's do this. No guts, no glory.
There he goes. He said the thing.
We all got on the bus and set off full throttle to the ruins beyond the wall. We've said that too when we were fucking cranked out of our minds on drugs.
God. Not drugs,
It might as well. The drugs have endorphins.
I guess. It was just hitting a pressure point over and over again.
Dove through the undying flames and on through the ruins. For a while, we didn't see anything that stood out. Finally, after a couple of hours, I noticed that something was different.
That's weird. Isn't this?
What's the matter? Have you been here before, Takumi?
Yeah. Back in my future. Except the way I remember it, there's an enemy base up ahead.
But there's not this time? Say
Oh,
what?
I think he just...
But dude, why you gotta break out of nowhere like that?
Didn't you hear what Takumi said about the base? Do you want to charge it in enemy territory? I'm sorry, I should have noticed it sooner. It just feels a little different from last time.
It does seem strangely quiet here. I don't see any signs of invaders nearby either.
Was this base big?
Were there a lot of troops there?
Yeah, it was. My last time when we went there by this road and stormed the place.
You took the fight to the people who can't be revived out here? That's bold, man.
But there's no invaders here now. What could have happened to them? Maybe they're all too depressed to come out and fight. Even invaders can get mental health problems, I bet.
Anyway, we ought to turn back now. Don't want to end up in a battle we ain't prepared for.
Keep going, Takemaru.
Full
Full
speed
speed
ahead!
ahead! The references write themselves.
Yeah, man, let's rock it. Hey, were you even listening to me? If you get us all killed out here, we're so freaking dead.
We came out here today to gather information. Anything that looks out of the ordinary could be a potential lead. Right, and even if turns out...
There's supposed to be an it there somewhere.
Okay, I'm not having
It's the
stroke.
second missing word this episode it's been in this
Even if it turns out to
line.
be unrelated to the killer, we should still be aware of what the invaders are doing.
You guys are crazy. We can't just drive to a base that's crawling with enemies.
I'm fine with going. Maybe me and the invaders can swap stories about our mental breakdowns.
I'm into if there's any chance of finding out something new, we have to take it.
Fuck this, man.
Of course, it's not like this is a full-scale attack. We'll pull out if things start to look bad. Fine, might as well face it, Gaku. We're in the minority here.
Okay, but if things do go wrong, I'm gonna get some kind of payout for it.
Ow, my ears. All right, let's keep going. Slow and steady now.
Listen, there's no quiet button for that boy, but bringing the speed all the way
Peek to
down.
the microphone.
We inched the bus along the road to the enemy base. After a while, we stopped and began scouting ahead on foot. But what we found was so different from what I remembered. I found myself wondering if we hadn't taken a wrong turn somewhere.
What did we find?
Excuse me?
Dude.
That's really gross.
They're slaughtered.
Where the base should have been was a mountain of dead school invaders.
We actually get to, see them dead and not, evaporate like they do
Yeah.
on the field.
There were so many of them, they spilled off the pile and onto the ground, making it hard for us to move forward without wading through them.
They're all dead. Ain't nobody here left alive.
It doesn't look like sickness did it. All the bodies are beat up.
We've all been cast aside so carelessly. There's no art in this. Whoever did this knows nothing about setting up a proper murder scene.
You think they
Priorities.
turned on each other? Or was there a third party involved?
I don't necessarily want to say that it wouldn't make sense for our killer to have done this. The only thing that I have as a thought on it so far is that if, I almost said Dal Shah, but that's not the right, if Veshness is different in this one, is Veshness killing everyone to try and gather up any bit of power that she can before going on the offensive?
I don't think these things have hemoanima, though. Because remember, they just used to be regular humans that just got turned into
But then I guess the question is, what is the process of turning them into these? Does it use hemo? Because I mean, the invaders have hemo anima. The commanders have hemo anima for some reason.
Yeah,
is there traces of it in these that warp and mutate the people?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
yeah,
this
fuck
is
off.
kind of a lucky break for us, right?
You've
all these
shared a
invaders are
brain with
dead,
Gaku
that
a
means
lot.
less
Never
for us
say
to
that.
fight.
Never say that again.
Don't never say that.
I don't think it's that simple. Especially when we don't know how or why they died.
Let's look around some more.
Definitely
Wouldn't it
wanna
be
find some
crazy if
clues
my
here.
son just came out here and blew off some
He just blew off some
steam?
steam. That's all. That's
Yeah.
what he's been doing. We looked all around the base, inside and out. Didn't find anything to explain what had happened there. It's nothing but bodies as far as the eye can see.
Staying here any longer won't get us anywhere, Takumi. We should leave.
Now, after coming all this way? Something this weird had to mean something. Were we really just going to walk away without figuring it out? I wanted to stick around a little longer, but it was already getting dark.
Oh?
There's no need to rush. Finding this was an achievement in itself. For now, we should head back and let the others know.
Ryoka gave me a light slap on the back and began walking back toward the school bus. Was that her way of trying to comfort me? I'm gonna head back too. Get the idiot and the freak for me, will you, talk to me? The what and the what now?
You've said that before.
Takamaru jerks his chin toward Darumi and Gaku, who are crouched
The what
down.
and the what now?
Oh boy, Takamaru jerks his chin toward Darumi and Gaku, who are crouched down a short distance away looking at something intently.
Ooh, there's one here too. It's so fast.
Dude, it's huge.
Hey, Darumi, Gaku, come on, time to leave.
What are they doing?
There was no response. They seem to be excited about something, though. It's like a goddamn ant or a beetle or something. What are you guys doing here? We're heading back.
Hey, Takumi, take a look at this cute little thing here.
Follow Darumi's gaze to something crawling out from beneath a dead body. There were two of them, in fact, each scurrying out from a different location.
What? There's
That
nothing
is
there.
so blurred out.
What are those? Some kind of bug?
They're moving too quickly for me to get a good look, but they seem to be about the size of a fist. Frankly speaking, they were neither little nor cute.
That might be the little dudes that used to scuttle around my kitchen back home. You think they're a new species?
Can we keep them, Takumi? They'll make better pets than Sirei.
Of course not.
Come on, we'll feed them and take them for walks and teach them tricks and everything.
I'm more concerned that they think of Sirei as being on the same level of a cat or a dog.
I killed a whole aquarium full of fish last time I had a pet, but don't worry. That taught me to respect life. So it'll be fine this time.
I'd like to respectfully life fitted with your killing game obsession.
Come on, guys, back to the bus. Everyone's waiting and you'll get left behind if you don't hurry.
It's like a field trip.
You mind if I go to the
Oh my
bathroom
God.
first? I have a tummy ache.
He's gonna try and hide one of the bugs in his shirt or something.
God.
Ooh, me too. I feel like my bladder is about to explode.
Fine.
They're
Just
totally
don't take too
gonna
long,
sneak
okay?
them. They're gonna like contraband. They're gonna hide them in their clothes
God, for real.
under the guise of having to use the bathroom so we don't look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna sneak them to the school like a couple of elementary school kids.
After a little while, Darumi and Gaku joined us on the bus, both of them looking refreshed.
Yeah, refreshed because
Oh,
they
tell me-
got what they wanted.
By the time we got on the road and left the base behind, it was already getting dark. We arrived back at the school early the next morning. Children.
I've supervised enough kids in my life to know what they're up to.
What time is it?
I'm an older sibling. I know what this is.
From my eyes look at the clock, I saw that it was really late. I had slept clean through the day and into the next evening. Well, I really overdid it. I remember us getting back this morning, but not much after that. I just had a vague impression that I got really hungry, then passed out from the exhaustion. My head hurts too. Headache from oversleeping. That's happened to me before. I better take something for it. It'll be more like dinner than breakfast at this point, but I'll go to the cafeteria anyway. Dissolving some medicine in water, I gulped down and stepped out of my room.
Night breakfast.
Night fist.
No.
17 were still in the cafeteria eating a late night meal.
My son!
It's mostly the ones who stayed here while we were gone. I guess the others are still sleeping off the trip. Grabbed some food for myself, and as I turned to find a place to sit, somebody called out to me. Hey, Takumi, you want to eat with me? Oh no, not this again. Now there's a face that just screams, oh no, not this again. And maybe you're thinking, how did he know? How did he know? Fuck. Don't be so jumpy. Ima's here to keep an eye on me today. I promise I'll hold back. Good evening, Mr. Sumino. You can sit next to me if you want. Thanks, I'll do that. I don't see you two together very often. My dear sister's participating in a girls' night.
Girls' night!
And she prevented me from being present. I thought I might get away with it. I mean, slap some makeup on me, make some strategic tucks, and I could easily pass as a girl, don't you think?
Oh my god, don't ever say that again.
The worst thing is, he's absolutely right. So instead, Mr. Omikage's been telling me about all his passion for killing. Can't you leave off the stuff for a while? I'm trying to eat here. I told you before, right? I'm having trouble with my urges right now. Yagamo ignored me and continued with his macabre topic of conversation. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. Oh yeah? What's that? I don't actually have to kill anyone. I just have to see the look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution though. More like a coping mechanism. I'm not sure how to react to that. I have no idea what it feels like. Think of it like when you watch sexy videos online to sate your own desires. It doesn't make them completely go away, but after a decent session, they fade back into the background for a while, you know? Hey, don't just assume that's what I do! Does that mean you prefer in-person encounters, Mrs. Sumino? How very analog of you! I guess I'm the same in a way, although in my case it was always the ladies coming to me. Ima's questionable work history is something I really don't want to get into right now. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. I'm not doing it.
Coward.
That's cold, man. At least let me ask first. Yeah. I know how you feel, Mr. Omikage. It's no fun letting frustration build up until it feels like it's ready to burst. I may not be a killer or a sexual deviant, but I understand impulse control at least. I guess you describe Ima as impulsive.
Yeah.
Like the time he stabbed Takemaru the last time around. Come now, Mrs. Mino, don't act like you don't know what Mr. Omikage is talking about. How do you mean? You know what it's like.
Oh.
You killed Mr. Otsuki, didn't you? But that was different. Eito was a traitor. He was dangerous. He sabotaged the team and even killed some of us before. If I'd let him live, he would have gone after the baby in the defense room again eventually. He wouldn't have stopped until humanity itself was wiped out. Are you making excuses inside your head right now? Thinking of ways to justify what you did? Oh, don't get me wrong. I really don't care either way. I'm just saying, regardless of the original trigger, you know what it's like to kill another person. You understand that impulse.
That's true, though.
Okay, maybe you're right. I did kill Eito, out of anger. Everyone has the potential to become a killer, under the right circumstances. I'm no exception.
That's deep.
Lighten up, Mr. Sumino. This isn't that serious of a discussion. It's more of a casual chat between murderous and murder-adjacent friends.
Okay.
If you ever do want to help me with my urges, you're welcome in my room anytime for a massage session. Not happening, ever. Nope.
Coward.
Nope. I decided to change the subject before things got too weird and brought up our discovery from yesterday.
Coward.
Nazmi had already told the others about the enemy base full of dead invaders. On a return, the organic life detection device still indicated 15 people inside the school. Discussing all the mysteries facing us, time passed surprisingly quickly. By the time I got back to my room, the nighttime announcement was only minutes away.
Takami's a coward.
Little piss boy.
It's called self-preservation.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Time for bed already. I got nothing done today. I flopped down onto my bed, feeling pleasantly full and relaxed after dinner. Guess it's back to sleep for me. Thought had barely crossed my mind before my consciousness started to drift away. Why fight it? I'll let go in a loud sleep to carry me away. God, I wish. And so my 41st day at the last Defense Academy came and went practically in the same breath. Little did I know that a fresh crisis would await me on day 42.
A fresh crisis?
Spoiler alert, Takami! Dude!
God!
The fuck's wrong with you?
The hell, man!
The fuck?
Jeez.
Morning.
And a fresh crisis. Apparently.
Still half asleep, but let a long yawn as I tried to orient myself. Sleeping so much lately, I feel like I'd have a lot of energy today.
Uh-oh. Huh? Does that have to do with the fresh crisis?
How could I be this early? Didn't like the sound of that flurry of doorbell rings. I hurried over the door and opened it.
Uh-oh.
Takami, come quick, the life sign reading changed.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Here, look.
There's 16 now.
Oh,
that's bad. 13? There's 2 less than yesterday? Oh, that's not good.
I'm afraid something bad might have happened to someone.
Hey, you know what? Oh man, if only we could have been like, dink, because if Gaku and Darumi brought one of their little pets over, then the life sign reading would change. But unless 3 people are dead now and we have 1 more pet on the premises.
I thought there were 2 bugs.
There were 2, but maybe they only decided to bring 1 along, you know. Had to be safe somehow, but. Okay, let's get everyone together. Tsubasa and I split up, telling the rest of the team to go to the cafeteria for an emergency meeting. When we got there, the only ones missing were... Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Where are Darumi and Gaku? There's 12 of us here now. The killer's still out there. The missing 2 life signs must be theirs. Well, they had a good run. Honestly, I thought Mr. Marco would have been killed sooner. Maybe in a different world.
Oh my
They saying the killer struck again? But where are the bodies?
god. We don't know that Gaku and Darumi are dead. They may have just gone outside the wall to go get those bugs.
I like to imagine they were just like, you know, like fucking chest bursters and fucking, well, what are the tiny walking ones? Would you consider, no, chest burster is the you know, the baby form. I really can't, because I'm trying to say head crab because I'm a fucking gamer and rotting from Half-Life.
You can do it.
I can't help me out here. Face hugger, that's the one. It's like we got a couple of those in and they just fucking took them out and just dragged them out there.
Facehuggers make the chest bursters, which turn into xenomorphs.
Exactly, but maybe they got got by their companions and dragged out into the other world.
Huh, I hope not.
Those 2? I guess it's not totally out of the question. Huh. Has anyone checked if the school bus is still in the parking lot?
I'll go look now. The rest of you check around here for anything out of the ordinary. If they went back out there from, I swear to fucking God.
I think they might have.
Wait up, I'll come with you.
I think they did.
You brats.
They went to go get those fucking bugs.
The bus is gone. Those 2 must have taken it.
That probably means they're okay. But where could they have gone?
How long has the total been on your device been 13?
Since the morning announcement. When I checked it before bed last night, it still said 15.
So they snuck out during the night. Let's go back to the cafeteria for now.
You know what they were probably, like, on their way back, they're probably like, hey, we should, like, steal the bus and go and come back for these bugs and before we all left to come home.
Maybe they left something over there for them to try and, like,
maybe.
keep track of the bugs, but we hurried back to the cafeteria. Everyone was still talking excitedly.
Sir Takumi, a report. Lady Darumi and Sir Gaku left a note.
We found it on a table. It was way over in the corner, so we didn't notice it at first. Here.
Gone out to run an errand. BRB. From Darumi and Gaku. Wonder who wrote that one. What the heck? Don't those guys have any sense of danger at all?
An errand. Yeah,
Forget danger. How about a little consideration for others? I'm gonna wring their necks for making us worry like this. How about the bus? Was it gone?
Yeah, I guess that means whatever made them leave was pretty urgent. Maybe they got together and went out to run like mindless beasts.
Outside? In the open air? How indecently wild.
Speculating won't help us now. All we can do is wait for them to get back, and besides, Darumi has standards.
Yeah, she does.
The chaos caused by Darumi and Gaku's disappearance starting to settle down, we brought the meeting to an end and spent the day as normal.
Yeah, if you compare Hiruko with Gaku, yeah, it's no.
Finally, long after the sun had gone down, Kyoshika spotted the school bus on the horizon and once again assembled in the cafeteria.
Oh boy.
Our returning friends avoided looking any of us in the eye. They must have sensed how much trouble they were in.
Where exactly have you two been all this time?
Like parents.
Yeah.
Oh, nowhere really, just outside.
Obviously. I'm asking where outside and why you went there.
It was just kind of, you know.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Enough nonsense. Oh!
Give me a real answer. Now.
And
From mommy to mom.
You're beautiful when you're angry, Mrs. Hiruko.
What are we watching here?
They look like a couple of kids getting scolded by their mom for staying out too late. I feel kind of bad for them.
Yuriko's so threatening, but I guess that just shows how worried she was.
Does it? This more looks like an outright interrogation to me.
Yep. We had something we wanted to do at the base we found.
What, you two went back there all on your own?
Figured it'd be safe since all the invaders are already dead, and when we got there, it was just the same as before.
Why did you leave without saying anything? Be honest. We won't be mad.
We're gonna be furious.
I left something behind the other day when Gaku and I went out for a group peeing session.
That's right, we actually left our infusers behind. I knew we'd get chewed out for it, so we decided to go back and get them ourselves.
Bruh.
Both of you lost them at the same time? How could you be so dense?
Do you have a death wish? Are you really that stupid? Why don't you die now and save us all a lot of trouble?
Die. See, I knew you'd get mad at us.
When you think about it, it's really Takami's fault. If he hadn't hurried us, we would have been a lot more careful.
You're really gonna blame me for this? You're so irresponsible, it's almost impressive.
Please tell me you at least found your infusers.
You bet, I got them right here, no problem at all.
Is that really all you went there for?
Yeah, of course, why would we lie about something like that?
Come on, Hiroko. They're back safe, so why don't we just let it slide? But the next time you two run off like that, you'll be getting the electro chamber elimination treatment.
I have no idea what that is, but I don't want to find out. We're sorry, we won't do it again.
As long as you understand, don't go worrying us like that.
I'll be good, although getting scolded by Mrs. Hiroko was kind of fun in its own way.
Decide. Speaks
Oh, boy.
volumes.
I still had my doubts about their story, but it looked like the crisis was over for now. With a collective sigh of relief, we all headed back to our rooms.
Takami is so dense. How can he not put two and two together?
Yeah, well, I'll get it eventually.
They begged him to take the bugs back. He said no. They both left secretly to take the bus to go back to where the bugs were.
Yep.
And he's gonna be like, oh yeah, your infusers. Okay.
With all the confusion, today was weirdly tiring.
You dense motherfucker.
My body and mind felt worn out. Fatigue after a battle was bad enough, but this was something different. I guess there are bound to be days like this sometimes. I just have to work hard to do better tomorrow. Laid down in bed and immediately felt sleepy. I surrendered to the feeling and let my consciousness fade away. I didn't know it then, but the crisis wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning. I
God,
wonder
it's
why.
like, is this gonna be like Alien now?
I kind of really hope so.
we
I want it to be a fucking horror movie all of a sudden now.
like a sci-fi horror?
Yeah.
More than it already is.
Just there, and this early too? Responding to the bell, I crawled out from bed and lumbered towards the door. It wasn't even light out yet. Rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I opened the door to find...
Oh.
Nose of me? Moko?
Sorry to disturb you, but this couldn't wait. Nozomi said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. We wanted to go check out what they were.
Weird noises?
It's probably just my imagination, but with everything else that's going on, I didn't want to take any chances. It's kind of scary going with just two girls, even if one of them is the apocalyptic maiden of destruction. Yeah. We sure could use a nice strong man to accompany us, you know?
This isn't Takamaru's room. Okay, let's go see what these noises are. I'm curious too. We should probably go in our class armor just in case.
Get rid of the word strong and then that's Takami.
Oh man, of course, thank you. Oh wait,
Wait,
that's
whoa,
you.
what the fuck?
Sorry.
Stealing my lines now too? Of course, thank you, Takami.
I think I just saw the word Takami there and my brain just fucking auto-completed.
Well, I'll blow you a thank you kiss too. Now go grab your gear and get in the ring.
We transformed and set out into the night. A light rain was falling outside, giving the school a damp, dingy feeling.
Ugh.
We've been looking for a while now. I don't see anything strange. You good there?
Were we supposed to be able to see what they looked like in that little frame?
I don't
It's like, why
think
show
so.
that? If it wasn't gonna show us anything.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, what was the purpose?
Because, I mean, I think he was trying to allude to something, because he also mentioned the fact they were moving so fast he couldn't get a good grasp of them, so I'm hoping that's why. Because I think I've heard something before about, make sure there's anything that happens here, that we're on the PC version.
Right.
Through Steam, giving us the key by Aniplex. But I have heard that apparently there are some scenes on the Switch that are censored because, you know, Nintendo will be Nintendoing when Nintendo does, when Nintendo don't. And so I'm just making sure there's not like a setting here or anything for it. And I'll assume that it was like all wavy like that because it was difficult to see them apparently.
But it didn't even have a picture of the ground or anything. It was just...
It was something. I don't know, but maybe that's what they want. We'll see as we keep going, but I'm just making sure there's nothing here, but...
It just looked like a computer
not
screen,
anything
to
that
be
I can make out.
At least to me.
So, we'll just, we've been around for a while, we don't see anything strange.
Me neither. Maybe I was just hearing things.
The pet broke out.
Don't let your guard down yet, Nozomi. What if some prowler emerges from the shadows and suplexes you from behind? Okay, I'll be careful. Let's take one more look around before we call it a night.
Sounds good. You can't get careless now. Looks like our little investigation is going to end without turning up anything noteworthy.
Oh.
Just as I was beginning to relax.
Takumi, you need to stop relaxing. That's when things happen.
Where did Moko go?
Uh-oh. This really is like Alien.
Oh no. Oh god.
That's weird. She was right behind me a second ago.
I wasn't sure how or when it happened when Nozomi and I had gotten separated from Moko. Could have sworn she was still with us when we turned that last corner.
Moko? Where are you?
She's not answering. You don't think something happened to her, do you?
Maybe she just went to the bathroom. I'll go check.
I should probably go with you.
No, we need to prioritize finding her. Let's split up. We'll cover more ground that way. Don't worry, it's right over here. We'll meet back here in a little while. That's not smart.
Hey, Nozomi! Before I could stop her, Nozomi ran off toward the nearest girl's bathroom. I considered following her, but she was right. Finding Moko came first. She couldn't have gone far. I began retracing my steps, calling Moko's name as I went. But there was no sign of her anywhere. Could she have gone outside? Doesn't seem likely, but I'll check just in case.
Whoa, that is a downpour.
The rain's gotten heavier. That's creepy. I didn't think about stopping to grab an umbrella or anything. After a few seconds, I was completely drenched. The rain also made it hard to make out my surroundings very well. Hey, Moko! If you're out here, answer me! No response. I mean, she's still inside, right? I should head back for now. I don't want to leave Nozomi alone for too long. They'll both be dead. Not to mention, standing in the rain is making me cold. Need to get back inside soon.
Oh boy. That's not a good sign.
That sounded like Moko.
It did?
That did not sound like Nozomi. A scream? Was that Nozomi?
You were saying?
The sudden cry rang through the night. It definitely come from inside the school. Whatever it was, it can't be good. I have to hurry. I ran back into the school and head to the direction the scream had come from. Which direction is that, me? Not hear the voice from the... Okay, thanks. Not there. Around the corner. Not here. Can't check the girls' room. Not here.
Oh.
Nozomi, are you okay? That scream is crazy for you.
Takumi, you have to help. It's the killer.
The killer? Don't tell me they showed up again.
They did. And they killed Moko.
What?
And now they're after me. What are we going to do? We have to get Moko to the infirmary before it's too late.
Okay, just stay calm. Take me where Moko is.
All right, come on, it's this way.
Killer got Moko. This can't be happening, can it? Nozomi led me to one of the classrooms on the first floor. I opened the door, but took a step back in terror when I saw what was inside.
No way.
Oh my god.
It can't be.
That's like...
Those are weird slashes. They're black.
Yeah, because like I told you before with what was going on, but now that zooming in, it's just a bit more terrifying this time because on Ava, there was blood on the cuts, but here there's like not.
Yeah, there's blood underneath her, but...
And on the chest again is the X mark like I mentioned about, if you can kind of see that a bit. I think it's there at least, or it should just be fucking weird ass shadows, but yeah, this is actually very terrifyingly strange because yeah, even though there's a pool of blood, there's no blood on
her
the
body.
wounds.
Like it's.
And even Ava had blood on her body. If I remember. Yeah, this is weird. Moko lay motionless on the floor, surrounded by an ocean of blood. Her body was torn to shreds, just like Ava's had been. No longer breathing, no longer moving. Her body was just a giant slab of meat.
Come on, Takumi! We have to get Moko to the Revive-O-Matic!
Right. Here, we'll carry her together.
Crouched down beside Moko, her body was still warm, and soon her hands were covered in her blood. So much blood. Will the Revive-O-Matic even work on her anymore? We still have to try.
Hold on, Moko. We're taking you to the infirmary.
Let's hoist her up. 1, 2, 3! Just as we were about to get moving. Footsteps? Somebody's coming this way? Nozomi noticed them too. She glanced down the hallway, a look of abject horror on her face.
Takumi.
I'll go see who it is. You stay here.
But...
If things get dangerous, run. Focus on staying alive, understand? Infuser in hand, I slowly crept down the hallway the footsteps were coming from. Huh? There's no one here. Footsteps I'd heard before had stopped, leaving a deathly silence in their place.
I don't like that.
Had I just imagined them? No, Nozomi heard them too.
Oh.
Well, all of a sudden the killer was there, black suit and power saw included. How did they get the power saw back? Never mind that, I have to do so. Actually, it's a great point. We're the only ones that have access to all that, so, ba-dant down.
Yeah.
How dare you do that to Moko? Found myself raising my infuser and swinging it viciously at the killer.
Yeah.
Can't doesn't do
What?
anything, yeah. We know that.
But the knife bounced right off the suit, the recoil sending me staggering back. My human attacks aren't working? Then what am I supposed to do?
Takumi!
Nozomi, don't come any closer. Get out of here.
I can't just abandon you. I'll fight too.
It's no good. Himeno won't work on them. We have to run.
What? But...
Come on, this way. Oh shit!
God.
Oh my god! You could have warned me, game. You could have warned me, game.
It is a horror game now. Oh my god.
Look for Nozomi is still the option on the top there, but
Oh
we're
my
just
God.
fucking going for it. Okay, well now I know I had to run, so Jesus Christ, could have given me a fair warning there, game. Slowly walk up the stairs. Run. Can I hide anywhere?
Still... Ooh, yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
my god! Nozomi, don't worry!
Nozomi.
Even though that saw is right up your ass, don't worry, we're all good.
She's running with the
my
killer
God.
now.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
This is awful.
Yeah, it is. Oh Jesus. Gotta run for our life. Gotta make it out of here alive. We've got this.
Do we?
Yeah, sure we do.
What if we just hide? Can we hide? Never mind.
We weren't able to, it didn't give me the option to hide anywhere, so. It's so good. I can't run anymore.
Takumi!
Nozomi was still glancing around nervously. I could see her trembling. Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. I'll think of something. I was doing my best to sound confident, but on the inside I was already choking on my own despair.
Oh wow.
If human attacks won't affect the killer, am I gonna have to tackle them and try to steal the power saw again? Oh no, they found us.
How did they get the stuff if we're the only one who knew the combination?
I'm trying to let the scene play out so I can get all of my ducks in a row before I say anything or want to make any assumptions on anything.
Before Theory Boy speaks.
Yeah, I want to get all the information to put my ducks in a row before I'm immediately proven wrong. So
like when you talk about something and then
it immediately is disproven afterwards. Yeah.
Hey, what do we do? Where can we go?
We'll have to head outside. Nozomi and I ran towards the nearest window, but then...
Yeah, that...
Damn it! We're too late!
Bro, what the fuck?
The killer steadily advanced toward us, never saying a word, but brandishing their power saw the whole time. It's hopeless. If we don't do something, we're dead. Even if we escape out the window, this is the 3rd floor. Can he get both of us to the ground safely?
Oh, I just thought of something.
Okay.
Oh, a choice.
Oh boy,
Oh,
there's choice
great.
coming.
But remember how you said that some of the images were censored? Is that why the cuts were black? But that would make sense because she was in a pool of blood.
And I don't like that's something
like, that's weird.
And that's something that I'm pretty sure I heard is only for the Switch version because Nintendo, you know, likes to keep things a certain way apparently. But no, I think it may be an effect of the cuts, or I genuinely don't know.
We'll have to look at the CG for Ava again to see if her cuts were bloody or not.
Probably can't move I can't go to the gallery right now.
Sure,
but,
if they were.
I need to make a choice here and fast. What do I do? Choice time?
Yep. All right.
So choice here is make it Nozomi killed if I do the wrong thing here. So let's take a look at what we got here. Let's take a look-see, huh?
Take action.
Dodging is just gonna get her killed. Like, it's the class thing, we're gonna dodge, and it's just to come right down on Nozomi and destroy it.
Yeah.
Let's just jump out the window.
It worked before.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we'll break our legs, and we need to fix those.
And we'll break the window. Maybe.
This ain't an action movie. We're just gonna slam head first and not break it. I can't afford to die here. It's a desperate move, but I'll bet it all on this.
Hold on tight. We're gonna jump.
You fucking what now? Grab Nozomi around the waist and charge into the window with all my might. There was the sound of breaking glass, and then we were in the air. For a moment, it felt like we were floating there in the rainy night sky. But of course, that didn't last. Gravity kicked in, and we fell. My skull slammed into the ground with a dull crack.
Oh my god.
I can't die yet, but the Revive-O-Matic. I still have so much I need to do. But it was no good. My conscience cut out abruptly and completely.
What about Nozomi?
She landed on me, so she's fine. Did we just get a bad ending? No! Okay, yeah. All right.
She probably dragged us to the Revive-O-Matic.
So whenever we get up, let's see how this goes. Because, like, in the theory of everything, this can all be disproven by Nozomi, because I was wondering if it was going to be, like, unreliable narrator situation, and, like, in Takami's eyes, he thinks he sees that there's a killer around, but that's when he separates himself from his killing mentality, if that makes sense. Like, when he's in killer mode, he just thinks he's wandering around, maybe thinks he sees them as, you know, that hooded figure. But in reality, that's just his consciousness playing a trick on him, and he's, you know, killing everyone. And I was like, is that why...
So, like a weird psychosis type thing?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, is that why why Nozomi is saying Takami, and that's the surprise of seeing us as the murderer, essentially? But now we just jumped out of a window together, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe she didn't survive that, so the only witness of that is dead now. I woke up feeling like my consciousness had floated to the surface from a very deep place.
Keep in mind the count thing, though, too. There was someone extra still.
I know, which is, you know, throwing me through. But once again, how could that person have got in there? Because we are the only person that knew the code for the outfit.
Because Yugama was watching us very closely when we were locking stuff up.
But then he walked away before we put the code in. Because he was getting urges looking at things, so he walked away. Where am I?
You're awake.
Hey!
You're alive! Oh god, I heard somebody's voice nearby.
I wonder whose.
I turned toward it and found Nozomi's eyes peering into mine. Nozomi?
Thank goodness you're all right. I was starting to think you'd never wake up.
Huh? How long have I been out? What day is it?
Almost 3 full days. It's day 46 now. Do you remember what happened? You grabbed hold of me and jumped out of a 3rd floor window.
Yeah, I remember we were being chased by the killer.
I wasn't hurt too badly, but you hit your head and...
Died? But if I'm okay now, then...
Ooh, thought.
Okay.
Remember in that other timeline where we put in a Revive-O-Matic and it said signs of brain damage that had been repaired? We cracked our skull here. What if this is when we got brain damage and this came before that timeline? We just don't remember it.
Well, that's not how this works. If we want to go off of that, we would have to go off of the theory that the Revive-O-Matic switches consciousness between timelines. Because this isn't a fact of like constantly rewinding after 100 days over and over again. So,
but what you said is what I was trying to get at.
Okay, because you made it sound like
no, not
like,
jumping. No. Well, yes, but like no.
Okay, but yeah,
not full on physically, but like the brain damage thing. Because we didn't know how that happened. We don't know where that came from. Remember?
Yeah, I think there was something that kind of could have alluded to something, but I don't remember it because it was so long ago.
Because we were like, oh, maybe he was, operated on or something. But what if it's from this?
I thought that there was a time that we had blunt force trauma before then, but anyways, Nozomi can read this line now, so.
I thought I did. I carried you to the infirmary and put you inside the Revive-O-Matic.
I couldn't remember, but wow. Thanks, Nozomi. You're a lifesaver. Literally.
I should be the one thanking you. You saved me from the killer.
Hey, what about Moko?
But even after the machine brought you back, you stayed unconscious. We were all worried, especially Haruko.
Ooh. Oh, Haruko.
Yes, she came to check on you all the time. She even helped me take care of you when I needed a break. She seemed so cold when I first met her, but she's actually a very caring person, huh?
I really wouldn't have expected Haruko to show that much concern for me.
Dense!
It's nice to know she doesn't hate me after all. But something about Nozomi's story bothered me. So, what about Moko?
She didn't make it. I took her to the Revive-O-Matic too, but it was too late. She'd lost too much blood. I'm sorry, Moko. If only I'd been quicker, I could have saved you.
It wasn't your fault, Nozomi. Moko wouldn't want you to blame yourself.
I know, but I just miss her so much.
I wished I could say something to comfort Nozomi, but all I could do was put my hand on her shoulder and let her cry. I'd broken my promise that we'd all survive this time. If only we'd found the killer sooner, or if we'd gotten Moko to the infirmary in time. Regret washed over me in waves. Even after coming back in time, I'd failed. Was there any point in going on?
Damn.
I can't quit now. That's not what Moko would have wanted either. Now more than ever, we need to stop the killer.
Moko's ghost would punch you in the face if you gave up.
Absolutely. After a while, Nozomi calmed down and went to tell the others that I was awake. She said I should go see everyone in the cafeteria. I should get going soon. I got out of bed feeling completely normal. So normal it was hard to believe I'd been dead just a few days ago.
God.
Okay, next stop, the cafeteria. And you know, we're going to head over to the cafeteria. Next time.
I had a feeling. Oh my god. There's so much going on.
Some mysteries we gotta unpack here. How'd that lock get open? What's going
Every
on?
single episode, we end up with more questions than answers.
You run out of questions eventually.
we still haven't. I can't think of any answers that we've gotten. Actually,
Nope.
we have gotten 0 answers.
Nope.
We've just gotten more and more questions.
Yep.
Stop it! I want answers. Just one.